Hey, Carl here, and today we're going to check out the GOC Illumina bass. Just for reference, I'm using the 35-inch multi-scale one. So I previously did a demo that went through the specs, talked about my impressions, how much I liked it, and the one thing I didn't get a chance to do was actually show in action because I was getting ready to go out on tour. So the benefit now on this video is I've got experience with it. Used it in the studio, used it for doing stuff at home, used it on tour. So the tour was actually a North American tour. We went from the East Coast we went from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, and then ended in Austin, Texas. And along the way, got tons of comments on the bass. Actually had somebody in Austin that recognized it for being GOC. A couple people thought it was some other brand that we won't mention their name. A lot of people were just really curious what it was. So it was fun. I love playing it. This thing is amazing. It's rock solid. Had zero issues with tuning. Sometimes on tour, changing strings can be a pain because like parts might fall out of like either the bridge or like the nut or the locking clamps. This, honestly, zero issues. Smoothest experience trying to deal with anything on tour. And there's a couple reasons. One of them is the mechanism on the bridge, and then how the nut, or not the nut, but the locking saddles up top are handled. And they really nailed it. You can tell that they put some time and effort into this, and they didn't just release the first thing that they thought of and drew up. I also had a couple comments from people in the first one asking how the tuning keys work, because sometimes on some headless guitars, like the tuning keys can like eat into your hands because they're too grippy and it takes too much effort to turn them. On this, the tuning action is super smooth and it holds rock solid. One of my favorite things about headless instruments is just like how stable the tuning is, and this is no different. I could play an entire show and never have to tune. It was just absolutely wonderful. You change the strings, stretch them out, get it up, and then it's just good. You can go from one show to another, and just like I check it before the set. Most of the time it's good to go, and by the time I'm done, it's still in tune. Super awesome. I've also used this bass on recording at home and also in the studio, and it is absolutely awesome. I have quite a few other bass options. You can see one right there. There's another one in front of me off camera, and there's a couple more over here. And, it's funny. I just find myself going to this. And one of the reasons is the neck is just super playable, but also just sounds really good. It sounds really clear. And it's funny because I have basses that are a lot more expensive, including this one, and I love the way that one sounds. But when I was working on a song, I was like A-Bing them, and I was like, oh, this is better. So for this demo, I'm going right from the bass into the sound card, and I'm using Parallax, and that is it. And I'm using the preset, All Your Bass Belong to Us. And because that one has really scooped mids, I boost them up just a little bit, probably halfway or so, and then that's it. So that's what you're gonna hear. Let's scope it out.